Hi, Bill Cullen here. We call the show Cullen's Adventures, and our travel goal today is deepest, darkest Africa. Or maybe I should say warmest, wettest Africa. Specifically, the rivers and streams of the central equatorial regions. The project on the agenda is a hippopotamus hunt. This little safari for stay-at-homes is presented as a special service by this station and is furnished by Jennings Incorporated, publishers of the Book of Knowledge, the foremost children's encyclopedia for more than 50 years. I think it's safe to say that in the course of the next 10 or 12 weeks, more Americans will be staring into the yawning jaws of more hippopotamuses than at any other period of the year. And the explanation is simple. June, July, and August are the months of peak zoo attendance in this country. And about the only place Americans are likely to see a hippopotamus is inside a zoo. So, operating on the theory that if you're going to consort with a hippopotamus this year, it'll probably be soon, we herewith present a few facts on hippopotamus habits and habitat. Well, let's take the habitat first. Although fossil remains of the hippo have been found in many places in Asia and Europe, including England, the animal is now confined to Africa, and to a comparatively small area in Africa at that. In recent years, it became extinct in both North and South Africa and thrives now only in the central part of the continent. It thrives best, of course, in water, lakes and rivers mostly, and the name hippopotamus actually means river horse. The long-ago Latin naturalists who dubbed it that, however, were a little off in their identification. A river dweller, the hippopotamus is. A member of the horse family, it is not. Present-day zoologists place the animal in a category all its own, but if it's a relative of anything, it's a distant cousin to the pig. As far as hippopotamus habits go, they're mostly nocturnal. One very good reason why you don't see much in the way of action when you view a hippopotamus in a zoo. During the daylight hours, hippos are content to plot lazily around in the water, or if there's a quiet basking spot handy, to engage in a bit of sunbathing. It's not until after dark that the animal generally emerges from the water and sets out to forage for food. He eats reeds and grasses mostly, but if there's a native garden in the neighborhood, he may go nibbling there too. A habit native gardeners are inclined to frown on, and who can blame them? If you think rabbits are a problem, how'd you like to have a hippopotamus chomping away in your prize lettuce patch? The fact of the matter is, you'd rarely find only one hippopotamus in your garden. If you found any, you'd find a bunch. Hippos are very sociable creatures and usually travel in herds of from 7 or 8 all the way up to 15. Well, there might be compensations, however. According to those who've tried it, and a large number of Africans have, hippopotamus meat is delicious. And with a bit of quick rifle or spear work, you maybe could get yourself a meal. It might be short on lettuce, but with a 4-ton hippopotamus to carve from, you certainly wouldn't be short on steak. Well, on that silver lining note, we'll have to call a halt to this Cullen's Adventures review of hippo habits and habitat. I'll have time to just slip in one quick invitation for those of you with youngsters still in school. We've put together a booklet containing some more interesting facts and figures, which I'm sure you'll enjoy reading. If you'd like to receive a copy to pass on to the kids, let us hear from you. It's free. All we need is your name and address, printed plainly, please, on a postcard. Mail the card to Cullen's Adventures, Box 3400, Grand Central Station, New York City, and we'll send the booklet right out to you. I'll be checking in again tomorrow at this same dial spot for another of these Cullen's Adventures get-togethers, furnished by Jennings Incorporated, publishers of the Book of Knowledge. Until then, thank you and goodbye.